What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. This is episode number 33, and today we are returning with 3 massive games with Aston Villa, but none in the Premier League for I believe the first time since we were in the Championship. As today we take on FC Copenhagen in Copenhagen, first in the first leg of our Europa League round of 32 tie. The second leg comes 7 days later. You'll see both legs today, so really looking forward to that. Just real briefly, Copenhagen, they're like my Danish team, so I love the city, and I really want to visit there one day. And also, I've got Bournemouth away in the Vitality Stadium in the FA Cup round of 16 as well. So no games in the Premier League today, 3 big games in the FA Cup and the Europa League though. You'd also see an academy update, and speaking of the academy today as well, we're starting off the episode, as you'd probably know if you read the title, by signing a new youth scout. So check the youth scouting network before I started recording, and as you can see, Sean Carter is a 5-star youth scout. He is available, signed for 3.5 mil. We have the money in our budget, so Sean, welcome to our youth scouting team. We now have 2 5 stars. But normally I would let you guys choose where we go next with our youth scouting. But for this one, I'm going to send him on a 6-month mission myself. The reason being is because right now I'm stockpiling videos, and basically it'll take ages to get the comments in and then to do the poll as well. By the time I do that, it'll be close towards the, April time, probably? It depends how quickly I stockpile. But, yeah, I'm going to send this one out myself on a 6-month mission. But basically, when the 2 scouts come back, they should come back around the same amount of time. I'll let you choose the next 2 countries who scout as normal. So this one's going to be my month, monthly scouting country I'll choose. I'm going to go with England, so keep them close to home. But yeah, this one's mine, but don't worry, the next time they come back, you guys will choose the next 2 countries they scout. Did that make any sense what I was saying there? Basically, what I was trying to say is that because I'm stockpiling videos right now and I'm recording in advance, I won't be able to get the comments and then do the poll as well in a reasonable amount of time. So that's why I'm doing it myself. But when they come back, I'll let you guys do it. Did that make any sense? That's what I was trying to say. I wasn't very clear, was I? I'm never clear. So we are off to the Park End Stadium, or the Telia Park End, for the first game of today's episode. And it is the first leg of our Europa League round of 32 away in Copenhagen. Really excited for the game, but taking very little chances heading into the match. Lots of football in recent weeks. Quite a few of the team are a little bit tired, but this could be a very tricky tie for us if we are to get through to the round of 16. So picking a very strong lineup. 3-5-2, Reina back in goal wearing the armband, Carter, Vickers, Zagadou and Palmer Brown our back 3, Delph and Torrey the DMs with Shukford on the left, Young on the right, Dempsey the cam, knocked up together, Jonathan Kodjia, and that man who's really hit the ground running, Christian Benteke. What an inspired signing Christian Benteke has been. 3 goals in his last 3 games. None against Leeds, yes, but still been a very great pickup for £15 million as Tehera gets the ball away from the cross, which was aimed for the big Belgian. Torre now finds Delph, and Delph has been a brilliant signing as well this season, going very close. He's got the long shot taker trait, Fabian Delph, and I'll tell you this right now, whenever he's in space from 25 to 30 yards, never afraid to let fly with him. Scored a couple of crackers this season. I'm pretty sure before the season's done, he'll score another 1 or 2. Also, you might hear some banging in today's episode as well, as Nextdora doing some work. And I can't do much about that, as that shot then hits the post from Santander. And thankfully we escape. I said this could be a tricky test for us, and it started off that way too. Copenhagen putting the pressure on, winning it back again. Again, Santander goes for goal, and Cameron blocks it and turns behind for a corner. This could be a real hurdle for us. That's why I picked a very strong lineup out there, taking no chances as the hosts start off very well. Torre, who's shook 21 minutes in, and Alessandro rolls it through to Dempsey. Dempsey finds Jonathan Kodjia, and Kodjia, who did score at Fulham in the FA Cup 4th round, also scores tonight as well. Jonathan Kodjia says, don't forget about me. We turned down a bid from Leeds on deadline day after the signature of Christian Benteke, and it's because last season he won the Golden Boot in the Championship, and he still chips in with quite a few this season as well. Lovely through ball. Jonathan breaks clear, drills it into the bottom corner, 1-0 to the away side, and an away goal notched up in the first half. That's what we wanted, that's what we get. I've said this 1,000 times, and I will say it again. Away goals in Europe, so crucial. I know my long-term subs are saying, oh, for God's sake, when is he ever going to shut up about it? The answer is never. Always go for away goals in your European ties. They're so crucial. And now as we're on the break here, Young looks to feed through Kodjia and possibly for a second goal. Great first touch. Jonathan bearing down on goal. Oh, but I dinked it just wide the post. Still 1-0. That should have been 2, really. Went for the fancy. Should have just drilled it into the bottom corner again, but still 1-0. It's been a good first half this. We should be 2 goals up, really. Torre wins it back, and it will drop to Dempsey. And out wide is Young. Good ball there by Clint. And a great first touch by Young as well. Now can he cross the middle? Yes, and flying in is Rico Henry off the bench, who couldn't keep the header down. Still 1-0. I want a second away goal. 29 minutes to get it. We've been a better team. I want to secure this victory and give us some breathing room heading back home. 15 minutes to go. Still we are leading by 1. But can Copenhagen, who are growing in confidence, find an equalising goal? Torres gets away that cross and it will drop to Kodjia. And Torres continues to run down the right-hand side. It's him and Dempsey on the counter-attack. Now, it's an old duo. Have they still got the legs? Clint, can he finish? Yes, he can. The veterans link up for our second goal of the game. And that will do it, surely. FC Copenhagen 0, Aston Villa 2. And the veterans retiring come the end of the season prove there's still life in those old bones as they lead the two-man fast break and Clint finishes it off. Our player of the season last year, still a valuable member of our squad this season. Copenhagen 0, Aston Villa 2. We were searching for that second away goal and we've got it. Now let's keep the clean sheet if we can and make sure that this win is going to be ours. Oh, it's a poor pass there as well. Now a chance on the break here. Young to Delph. And Torres could be through. Torres could be through. Back to Dempsey. Kodjia, this should be free. This should be free. And for the third straight time, we drill it across the goalkeeper. And for the third straight time, we find the goal. It's Kodjia with his brace. FC Copenhagen 0, Aston Villa 3, and what a win away in Denmark. Kept our foot on the gas pedal, kept on searching for those away goals, 3 of them tonight, and a big first leg victory heading back to Villa Park. Come on! Well, this could have been a very tricky tie for us, and had Copenhagen taken their chances tonight, it may well have been, but instead it's going to turn out to be a routine victory because they've totally capitulated here. They've totally capitulated. Clint Dempsey round his man and slots it in off the post. It's 4-0, 4 goals coming in our final 15 minutes. And that is going to do it. It's 4-0, it's all over. The tie's over too. But the hosts have totally capitulated. They were still well in this tie at 1-0. They were still well in this tie at 2-0. But now I'm pretty confident that we're going through. And you know what I might do as well? Is simulate the second leg of today's episode. Oh, is there a chance for a... Oh, no, the referee's going to blow full time there and show mercy. I might simulate the second leg at Villa Park and instead play, I think it's the Everton game, the first game of March instead, because as we lead by 4 goals to 0, yes, the hosts may come to Villa Park and shock us, but based on our home record this series, it's highly unlikely. 4-0 the final score, I'm pretty sure we're through. It was not as one-sided as the scoreline suggested. Copenhagen had chances, but the problem was they just couldn't finish. They just could not hit a target in this game, whereas we took the chances we got, and that's why we have an emphatic 4-0 win. But for man of the match, Dempsey definitely 2 goals and bagging 2 assists as well. What an end to the game for Clint. The American stepping up big to surely send us through to the round of 16. And yeah, I think what I'm going to do is simulate the second leg of Villa Park because we know we're basically through now. And we'll play the Everton game. I think it's Everton, which will be the first game of March after the Academy update on the 1st of the month. Let's do that. So jumping straight to the second game of today's episode as we return back to England but stay away from home as we travel to the Vitality Stadium to take on Eddie Howe's Bournemouth. Coming to the game, we find out that Manchester United and Arsenal have both been knocked out already in the early round of 16 ties, and this competition is definitely a winnable one for us, and I'm certainly targeting a place at least in the quarter-finals, so let's get the job done today. We are, of course, lining up in our 3-5-2, and quite a few changes from our win on Thursday night as the boys are a little bit tired, but still quite a few players that played in that game playing tonight as we'll be rotating our entire side for the Thursday night second leg fixture. So Bournemouth second game today. Let's get another win, a big thumping victory, and make it through to the round of 16. No, quarters. Wait, no, yes, quarters, quarterfinals. I'm a mess when it comes down to the FA Cup. It's the scheduling that does it for me. As Bustos picked up a knock a minute ago, it's the scheduling that does it for me. It's when the replays get drawn. I keep forgetting what round it is. As Benny Cafoe plays a 1-2 with Lewis Cook and finds Josh King inside the area. And, well, we are targeting a place in the quarterfinals. If we're going to get there, we're going to need to do what we did most of last season. That's come from behind. Josh King with the finish. And Bournemouth take a very early lead. Nice little 1-2 between Afobe and Lewis Cook. Bennick releases Josh, and that's a wonderful finish. Bent into the far corner with no chance for Pepe Reina. It's 1-0. The Cherries take an early lead. And again, last season we came from behind in so many of our games to win. If we are to get through to the next round, we need to do it again. Come on, Villa. Carter Vickers through to Grealish, out wide towards Alessandro Schupp. For now, down the left was Benteke, but couldn't get into his feet. No goals on Thursday night, no goals at Ellen Road, and so far no goals today either. Is Christian Benteke's fabulous start to the season already over? As Delph finds Barkley, who can strike him. And that's over the bar. Just haven't got inside in this half. It's still 1-0. We've created virtually nothing. I think that's been our first shot of the game as well. Really poor first half. We need to step it up. I'm about to send on Pajac, who I should have bought on earlier, really, based on his performances so far in the competition. And it might be too little too late, because with 32 minutes to go, Bournemouth are on the attack again here. Cross to the middle. Chester gets it away. And Benteke flicks it onto Grealish. Is there still time? Well, there's plenty of time, but is there chances going to be created? Brereton on the ball, turns, rolls it inside. Grealish to Benteke. And Brereton's who I'm going to aim for here. It will drop to him. Brereton, lovely! Oh, what a save by Asmir Begovic. Grealish wins it, finds Benteke. Benteke to Brereton. Brereton on the turn, looks for space, rolls it inside. Christian Benteke back on the score sheet and puts Villa back on level terms. Bournemouth 4 and Aston Villa 1. His fantastic start continues. No goals at Ellen Road, no goals in Denmark, but a big one today at the Vitality. 1-1 and Christian does it again. What a start for Christian Benteke. Brereton not scoring many goals at the moment, but Christian's come in and is firing on all cylinders as he fires that one into the bottom corner. It's 1-1 and we have that equaliser. Corner for Bournemouth though, 11 minutes to go. They can still win this game here. Mark Stendera takes it. It's a deep one. Reina opts to stay on his line and pulls off a fabulous save. Pepe Reina, what a stop. In the corner for Bournemouth, Mark Stendera takes it. Decent delivery that. Shook gets it away, but straight to Harry Arter, who turns and finds King, the danger man tonight. And Reina with another fine save low down to his right, keeping us on level terms. And as things stand, keeping us within a chance of an FA Cup replay. Reina has been very, very good this afternoon. Well, we didn't want an FA Cup replay with so many games to come in quick succession, but it's better than a defeat. A 1-1 draw away at the Vitality. Christian Benteke rescues us, but really, Pepe Reina also rescued us too. A couple of big saves down the stretch as we're heading back to Villa Park. Definitely got away with it in this game. You would have seen it by the highlights. Always unbiased, always present them fairly. And Bournemouth were the better team. Their problem was their shot accuracy was quite poor in this game. And ours wasn't great either, to be fair, from 5 taken. But we did escape. Benteke's equaliser giving us the replay. But I'm going to man a match to Pepe Reina though. Criticised quite a bit. Dropped in the last episode. And at times this season's been quite disappointing. But in this game, a few big saves down the stretch. Giving us the FA Cup 5th round replay. Yeah, I'll be satisfied enough. I think we can take him at Villa Park. And thankfully, I've just seen that the Bustos injury is only a 5-day one. As we get the tournament prize money there and the email about the match being rescheduled. So Bustos should be okay with just a bruised shoulder to play in our third and final play game today against Everton. But when is that replay going to come? I think it's at the start of March, isn't it? So, this is why I hate FA Cup replays on this game. It's 1 day after the Everton match. And, you know, I said I think we could take them at Villa Park. Forget it. I can't play my first team because they'll be absolutely shattered. We'll be fielding a weakened side. We got away with the Vitality. I think we're going to go out. I hate FA Cup replays in this game, man. Seriously. Honestly, man, the fixture scheduling in FIFA Career Mode is just embarrassing at times. It's like, this has been a problem for a very long time, for as long as I can remember. 1 day after our game against Everton. That's ridiculous. But that's just one of those things. Got a little bit. But heading to the third game today's episode, we are going to simulate it. It is the FA Cup, the Europa League round of 32, second leg tie against FC Copenhagen. And look at our team there. We are fielding an extremely weak lineup for the game. And if this backfires, I'll never live this down. Winning the first leg 4-0 away in Denmark, I think we'll be okay. Despite our back four being made up of youth players, 3 from the academy and 1 free agent in Gillespie. Not showing disrespect to Copenhagen, but just want to make sure all of our players are fit enough to start against Everton. We've already got a red card 9 minutes in. That's for Cox, but they need to score 4 goals tonight. Highly unlikely. We've survived the first half. Still tied at 0-0. Totally fine for me. And I can't see them scoring 4 goals in 30 minutes. So we're still tied at 0-0. Can this back four now back 3 keep a clean sheet? Well, Hepburn Murphy scored. We're now 5-0 up on aggregate. And that's going to do it. We're through to the next round. And I can't believe this. A terrible team. And we won by a goal to 0. Wow. And so that shall mean as well as we will take a look at the youth score monthly report as we get confirmation of tournament prize money there as Archie Cox picked up a red card in 9 minutes. I think that was his debut, wasn't it? We'll find out our opponents for the round of 16 in the Europa League then. You see Max Morgan in the academy looks very good at the moment, 78-94 potential, probably our best talent in the academy at the moment from the 4 Americans we have. But yeah, for our third and final game today against Everton, what we'll do is we'll take a brief look at our opponents, and it's going to be Montpellier yeah, the French side over 2 legs, first leg at Villa Park. And based on the teams that are left in this competition, I must say, we've got a good chance of winning this. Now, I know I said that about the FA Cup, and we just scraped a replay against Bournemouth to be played one day after the Everton game, but I'm looking at those teams right there. Hertha Berlin, one of my former career mode teams, are in there. They could be quite tough. Marseille and Galatasaray, to be fair, quite tough. Nice and Athletic Bilbao, quite tough. To be fair, actually, there's quite a lot of good teams in there. Monaco are still in there. Napoli are in there as well. You've got RB Leipzig too. That's actually, no, do you know what? I'll take that back. It is a winnable one, don't get me wrong, but there's still some very good teams left in that. And so now, as we head into the third and final game of today's pretty crazy episode, we're now playing host to Sam Allardyce's Everton, as we hopefully will get a win in our first game back at Villa Park. Quite an interesting battle between two informed sides, though. We're in 6th, they're in 7th, and just 4 points separate the two teams tonight. But our normal league lineup for the game, 3-5-2 as Reina continues to stay in goal and wearing the captain's armband. And of course up top together, that duo, Benteke in form and Brereton currently out of form. Hopefully he'll recapture it tonight with a couple of goals and a win for Aston Villa. Also, Pajak starting for the first time in the Premier League. What can he do? Let's find out.
They've been a high-scoring team throughout the season, haven't they? And there's no question that they're a very good watch. We're delighted to be here to watch them again today.
Well, we should expect goals because this team has got some really good strikers who are banging form.
Asamoah to Bakambu. Barkley tracks back against his former club to win it back and will pass out from the back. Still currently tied at 0-0. Picking up a few clean sheets in recent weeks. Don't want to jinx it, but I think it's 3 in our last 4. Quite impressive considering our defensive worries this season. And another one tonight. Benteke plays support striker for Brereton, but it's just not working for Ben at the moment. Tackled by Michael Keane. Everton escape. I just don't know what it's going to take for him to get back on the score sheet again. He's been in good form all season long, now hitting a bit of a rough patch, needing to pick it up again. Kingsley Coman through to Gylfi Sigurdsson, now Bakambu, tackled by Barkley, and Zagadou gives it to Carter Vickers, now through to Alessandro Schupp. Maybe a chance here for a quick counter-attack as Schupp cuts past James McCarthy. He's got Brereton with him. Can I feed him inside? He timed his run perfectly, but Jordan Pickford denies him his first goal in quite a few games. As you see by the comical reaction, that was the chance to break the mini goal drought. Excellent save there before the former Sunderland goalkeeper. Still 1-0. Sorry, still 0-0. And at the moment, just can't find that breakthrough. Coman back to Jimenez. He's ran into trouble there. Delph won it back, but I couldn't poke it through to Christian, who could have been bearing down on goal from just inside the Everton half there, as the Toffees get it away. But that's the pressure of Fabian Delph that I love in this team. Those high work rates, really high stamina. Such a great player. And speaking of a great player, Dan Axel Zagadou, what a debut season he's having as Reina is allowed to dribble out of his box here. And I'll send it long for Benteke to try and flick on, which he does, and finds Schupp. And again, I'll search for Christian, and he's round his man who's given him space there, Benteke. It's Benteke, rolls it back to Brereton, because he needed a goal, and that's what we dreamed of when Benteke was first signed to the club. The support striker bails out his new strike partner, Brereton, with the goal. He's first in a few games, and he says, cheers for that one, Christian. I really needed it. I think it's Jimenez who just left Benteke there, bear down, cut it across, and it's a brilliant finish by Brereton for his first in quite a few games. 1-0 to the Villa, and Brereton's 15th for the year. I think it was Jimenez or possibly James McCarthy that left him. I think it was Jimenez. And because of that, I mean, there was still a lot of work for Benteke to do. There were blue shirts covering, there were blue shirts back, but he managed to evade them all to pick out pick out Brereton, who heads us into the lead just before half-time. And this will be a really big win for us if we can get it as well, as we try and stay in the hunt for possibly a top 4 place. Coman tackled by Carter Vickers, and a chance on the break. Brereton make the right run. Oh, you're through, you're in behind, you're not going to get caught up. Then Brereton loves those chips, baby, but Pickford makes the save. I got to stop trying to be fancy, man. Just put it in the back of the net. Schupp's cornered out. Benteke flicks on. It's going to be awkward for Pickford, that, and he has to tip it behind for a corner. Still 2-0. Been a better team in this first. Still 1-0. Been a better team in this first half, but I'd love a second goal. Go on, Eric. Have a go. Have a go. Have a go. Not too far wide. Ball by Asamoah to Bakambu in behind Zagadou and crosses. Oh, great defending by Green off the bench. Gets it clear, and the danger now fully away. That's brilliant defending. Brilliant tracking back from Andre, who picks it up inside our own half and now storms down the left. We really love this goal, and he comes off the bench with his injection of pace. So hard to stop. Great run from Green. He's still going. moving. It's still green, and it's Benteke who's denied by Jordan Pickford. What work from Andre Green. Not always in the starting 11, not often in the starting 11, but believe me, a big future at Villa Park. Such a great inside forward. Ajak sent down the right, finds Kodjia into Benteke, and this will confirm it if Christian Benteke can get in behind Funes Mori and find the back of the net, which he does. What a signing. He has been £15 million, and the fans are singing it as he comes towards them. Oh, Christian Benteke. What a start for his second stint here at Villa Park. It's another goal. Aston Villa 2, Everton 0, and the points in the bag. Got the assist for our first for Brereton's goal. Selfless work for this one. Takes it himself, outruns Funes Mori, and drills it past Jordan Pickford. Aston Villa 2, Everton 0, and it's already 4 goals in the league and 1 in the FA Cup for Christian Benteke. What a signing. And as much love as we are giving Christian Benteke at the moment, can we also talk about our defence for a second? We couldn't keep clean sheets for Toffee earlier on in the year, but now we keep our 4th in 5 against the Toffees as we claim a 2-0 victory. And for that man, Christian Benteke, it's been a dream return. Definitely deserved a win, no doubt about it. Were the much better side. You would have seen that by the highlights, and thoroughly deserved the 3 points. Of man the match, no surprises. Christian Benteke. What did I say in the last episode, or was it the episode before that? £15 million. He'll prove to be worth every single penny. He already has proved to be worth every single penny. Another great performance, and the Belgian continues to repay his fans, just like Fabian Delph, just like Ashley Young. But that will end today's episode of Career Mode though, guys, so a big thank you for watching. Really hope you have enjoyed it, and if you have enjoyed today's episode, then please do drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day. I'll see you for next episode of Career Mode, featuring an FA Cup 5th round replay against Bournemouth, coming straight after this game a day later, and also the first leg of our Europa League round of 16 clash against Montpellier as well, plus a big game in the league against Chelsea too. Lots to come. I'll see you for it very soon.